to another episode of Chasing Mysteries Gardens. I'm Rebecca, and along with my wife Karen, we are on a mission to renovate and rejuvenate our little piece of earth. Today is Taste Test Day. I have been waiting for this day for several weeks now. We are going to taste test all of our different pickles. We have our Kosher Dill pickles that we made with a packet brine. We have refrigerator pickles that we brined and then kept in the refrigerator to get dilly. And then we also have our fermented pickles that we have been left sitting for about 5 days now, and we are going to taste test these. So come along on this adventure and let's see how our pickles turned out. These are the Kosher Dill pickles that I made with the packet brine that you just added water and vinegar. Oh, the seal was nice. The top looks okay. There's no mold. There's no mold on the top. Oh, they smell like delicious pickles. These are the refrigerator pickles. And this was a vinegar water solution. The top looks fine. They smell very dilly and very delicious. Nothing is moldy on the top, so these are good to eat. These are the fermented pickles, and the water is cloudy, if you can tell, and that is perfectly okay. It is a calm yeast, which is not harmful, and it just aids in the fermenting process. If you don't want to keep them in this liquid, you could change it out, change the brine out to make it more clear. All right, so we are going to take this top off and just empty the water. So these smell like kosher dill pickles. They have a sweet, sour smell, which is normal. They don't smell rotted at all. There's actually no film on the top of mine, which is good. There's no mold on the top, which is good. We'll take out, this is the weight, so we take that out, and then look at the pickles. They look okay. So these look fine. They have a little bit of yeast on them. So I think that these are safe to eat. All right, now that we have all of our jars open, let's taste. I should have brought a towel. All right, so these taste like a pickle that you would buy in the store. It's briny, not really salty though, which is good. They're a little soft, like the center part of the cucumber is soft, but the rind itself is crunchy. These are really good. They're not as dilly as I thought that they would be, but they are definitely a sour pickle. All right. Now for the refrigerator pickles. So for these, some of them I did whole and some of them I did in chunks. So let's see. So that's pretty crispy. So this year, I actually added a little bit of salt to the solution. I'm sorry, a little bit of sugar to the solution, and I can tell. It just takes that vinegar taste away just ever so slightly and adds a little bit of sweetness. They are in no way a sweet pickle. These are perfect. These are the best I've ever made. I hope I wrote this recipe down. These are so good. So, part of the reason why they stayed crunchy is because we put a bay leaf in each jar. And I think that that really helped. So not only can you eat the cucumbers, but you can also eat, you can also eat the garlic. I'm not going to eat the garlic right now because I like to leave it in until all of the pickles are gone, which doesn't last a long time. Now for the fermented pickles. So again, some of these I did whole and some of them I did in chunks. I don't know about this one. They have a weird... I maybe let the fermentation go too long. I checked at 3 days and they were good. I don't know. They're crunchy. I've never done this before, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. Let's try one from deeper in the jar. That's a little better. I'm wondering if there was a film at the top that just kind of went away that I can't see. That might have been on the top couple pieces. This piece is definitely better. I was hoping that these would taste like the deli pickles that we would get out of a big bucket. Well, it wasn't even a bucket, it was a barrel at a country store that we used to go to. And it's reminiscent of that, not exactly. Of course, ingredients matter. How long they're fermented matters. So I think I just may have let these go a little too long. Again, at 3 days I tried it and they were starting to taste like that. And I think I may have needed to stop the fermentation either then or yesterday. And I just didn't have time to get to it yesterday. So, I don't know. They're good, but I can't say that they're my favorite. Let's try one more. So what I think I'm going to do with the fermented pickles, I think I'm going to rinse them off and put them in a new brine solution and to put them in the refrigerator. I don't know if that will help with the taste, but we'll see. So to store all these, you just put the lid back on these, and now that they're open, they need to be put into the refrigerator. The refrigerator pickles, also just put the cap back on and put it in the refrigerator. And then the fermented pickles, so you can put the cap back on and put it in the refrigerator, and the coldness will slow down the fermentation dramatically so that it's almost as if it stops fermenting. But you need to eat them pretty quickly. I think the fermentation ones you need to eat pretty quickly. And then the other two, you don't have to eat as fast. So now that I have 3 jars open, I need to eat all these pickles very quickly, which I don't mind because I love pickles. So on a scale of 1 to 10 on how much I love these pickles, the fermented ones unfortunately come in third. I really had high hopes for these because I love a fresh deli pickle. Not so much. And then second place would have to be the kosher dill pickles that we use the prepackaged solution for. And then first place is the refrigerator pickles. Again, these are the best pickles I think I've ever made. I love the recipe. I loved how they turned out. They're crispy. They're beautiful in the jar. And I have like 3 or 4 jars of these now, so I'm going to be enjoying pickles for several weeks. Thank you for joining me as we taste tested our pickles. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more. And as always, Suki Suki. Love the earth, love yourself, love each other, and love some pickles. Mwah! Till next time. So, after doing some research, and after the fact that my stomach doesn't quite feel so good, I just went ahead and threw away all the fermented pickles. I didn't trust it. I mean, it could have been okay. It could have just been the yeast, but it felt a little slimy, and then the spots on the pickles, and I don't know, the more I thought about it, the more paranoid I got, and I just decided that it wasn't worth it. So if something doesn't seem right to you, just don't eat it. Don't be afraid to throw it away and chalk it up to a mistake and try again. So I will try again in the future. This is Olympia. Say hi.